Outsider's Perspective on HLX Radio.
HLX Radio. All right.
You gotta learn how to just let it go. Because you just be abruptly stopping the applauses.
Because the applause is mad long.
Good. That's an incredible song. I deserve it.
It is. That is like we got from our very own.
I work very hard.
Coriel.
I deserve that long ass applause.
Right. We are back after a slight hiatus. This is the Outsider's Perspective. I am the Mystro with the legendary Coriel. We got a few things to get into this evening. Mm-hmm. All right. So first, we want to touch on the BET Awards, which we... Why? Did you enjoy it? Did you not enjoy the BET Awards?
Finish what you was going to say. Go ahead.
We're going to get into the BET Awards. We both watched it live. We said that I thought that this was like the best one in a while. They kind of stepped their game up.
Yeah, it did.
Higher production value, things like that. They put some time and effort into the show overall. Mm-hmm. But let's get into that. Let's break it down. How we feel about the BET Awards this year?
I thought it was good. Regina Hall did a great job
as the host. Yes,
as the host. The performances were good. It was just too long. It was 4 hours.
Yeah, I think that was the longest that it's ever been.
Mm-hmm. So I think if we had condensed it, if we had cut it in half,
2 hours.
Yes.
I feel like there were categories that they didn't even like do. So was it like the Grammys where like stuff happened off air kind of
Mary
thing?
J. Blige's set was like 30 minutes. She had a 30-minute set. So that was the majority of it. Yeah. We had cut her in half. I think we would have been all right with a couple other things, but hers was just like extremely long.
Yeah, well, she was being recognized. She had the Icon Award.
One of them Lifetime Achievement.
She had like an Icon Award. So I mean, I guess you give her time, but halfway through she looked like she was tired. So they probably should have cut it in half anyway. Because after she got to step, she was like, "All right, all right, now let me sit down and enjoy the rest of the show." Mm-hmm. But yeah, I thought overall it was good. Did you ever go back and watch the Cardi? Because we missed the Cardi performance. He came in like right after she was finished.
No, but I did see clips of Offset.
Dude's doing all the choreography.
I enjoyed myself. I like that.
Yeah, so I went back and watched the whole thing. The clip was on their YouTube channel, and yeah, he had all the choreography going. They did a good job.
I like it.
I'm not mad at it. It was very well.
That's right.
Very well. But with that though, after the show, I think it was the next day, or maybe not the next day, a couple days after, some company like tweeted out like the views based on like all the previous years, and even though most people thought this was a better one or a good one, that it was like the lowest
I saw that
ratings it had ever been. It was like
only
only 2 million when past years it was like 12. And they had it on like every Viacom channel at the same time too. So it was like y'all put it everywhere and it still only got this small chunk. And it was the longest it's ever been. And
I don't know. That's people watch television. I know I didn't know until the an hour before it went on that it was actually happening.
Very true. And the only reason I knew because I was scrolling through Twitter or something and I was like, oh, that's today? Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, a lot of people just don't watch television anymore. BT is just reruns most of the time, but they do have newer shows. But I don't know how popular they are.
Yeah, they're trying. They got a couple new shows. And what's his name? Who got the award? Tyler Perry. He just got like a deal with BET, so he got like a production deal. So he's gonna be producing shows.
So maybe he can
specifically for BET.
Yeah, breathe new life. But yeah, I don't know. People just, I guess, don't care.
People don't care.
Yeah.
Nicki Minaj took that chance to throw some shots at BET.
Wow, because she wasn't there. That's the reason.
Well, no. Do you remember? This was a while back, but like, when was it? Last year, year before last, when they had the BET Awards and Cardi won something, and then the official BET Twitter page like retweeted her winning and put like Cardi out here winning, but Nicki Minaj still out here being dragged as well, some shit like that. Mm-hmm. So she was like, because of that, she retweeted the low ratings and was like, that's because y'all treat people bad and y'all fire people who've been there this long time and put so much work into the company. So that's why y'all downfall. Like until you do right by me, y'all can get low ratings.
Well, I don't know if Nicki's that important, but I mean, I can see why she would say that. So I don't know. Maybe it is karma for somebody. I don't know.
Possibly.
Mm. Mm-mm.
So any other thoughts on awards?
No, they were good. It just was too long.
It's mad long.
Mm-hmm.
But there was a lot of music that came out. I think just this past Friday, most of this came out. We got the one that we both listened to. I just listened to today. Daniel Caesar's new album, Case Study 01.
So we good with him now? Like we not mad no more?
I don't know, because we was just talking about this like
last week.
Canceled him or something or whatever, but I wasn't sure if he got canceled or he just like got quiet. Cause
what did he say? I can't remember.
I don't even remember.
It's something about race, and I know that whites have been mean to us, but we need to, I guess, lay off white people because we're being too mean to white people. And apparently, not recently, but he's retweeted. What's that black conservative girl? Like the only one that they, I can't remember what her name is, but we'll look her up.
Yeah, I didn't know he was doing that.
But yeah, he so I guess he has certain like conservative views that go directly against what we as a whole believe.
Mm.
So he's just been doing a lot of, cool shit. Apparently. I mean,
I didn't even know he was retweeting it. I know he said something wild and we was all like, relax. Like, your music not that good. Like, calm down. Yeah.
But yeah, he, drops this and I'm not mad at it.
I'm not mad. I haven't heard no, like, backlash either. Like, get him out of here. Like, everybody that I've heard talk about it said they thought it was at least okay.
So maybe it's just the people who didn't know or just the people that don't care about what he said. Because I know whatever he said, niggas was mad. So now, I mean, I'm not seeing none of them.
Or maybe he was just, like, quiet long enough for niggas
Didn't
to,
just
like...
happen like a couple months ago?
How long ago? I don't know.
I mean, I remember something happened. I don't remember what he said.
Yeah, I remember something happened, but after it happened, it was just like pure silence. Like you didn't hear nothing from him at all. So maybe he just went into hibernation for a little bit, let it roll over, and then
maybe, I don't know. But yeah, I liked his album. I kept running the first two back.
Yeah, I think the second track was the one for me. Like that. Yeah, this is the one.
Yeah, but yeah. I
feel like I like the first half, I guess, in total better.
Yeah, it started getting sleepy.
Because after a while, I was like, all right. It's only 10 tracks, but like the last track is like 7 minutes long. And it's like once you get through the first half, there's like 10 seconds of silence, and then it goes into a different song. Oh. So the last track is like 2 tracks.
People used to do that all the time, the hidden tracks.
Yeah, because I looked at it like, is this over? And I looked, and it was still 3 minutes left in the song. I was like, all right.
I don't know, but good luck. Good luck to him.
And going from short albums to long albums, Chris Brown dropped an album called Indigo with 32 tracks of music.
For what?
Because that's what he does now. Apparently, his last one was 30. The one before that was 45. Like, he's cutting back at this point. Like,
I know.
There are some good songs on it, though. I did enjoy some songs, but it's literally 2 hours long. So, like, halfway through it starts to blend together and sound alike. But I think just because it's just so much of it, it's just like I had to listen to it in chunks to really process all of it. But there are a couple joints on there that I do like.
I don't like Chris Brown, so I don't care.
Really? Why not?
I think he makes terrible music.
Really?
I do.
Has he always made terrible music, or is this a new thing?
Once he started writing more of his own shit, I started really disliking.
When was that?
Around Fame. And I liked Fame. Fame is my favorite Chris Brown album.
He wrote that one, or that's when he...
A big chunk of it, yeah.
Okay.
But outside of that, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of how he writes, and I feel like a lot of times he just kind of phones it in now. He's figured out a formula. So it's like definitely. if you heard one Chris Brown song, you've pretty much heard all of them.
Yeah, for you to go in there and have 30 songs to go every time.
That's why I'm so mad, because it's like then you give me 35 of these, like. You really don't care. You really just trying to take advantage of the whole, streaming thing. That's another thing too. You know me, I'm about artistry, I'm about creativity. But the industry isn't about it's about money. It's about business. So whatever makes the most money. I'm just completely over the industry. Period. So anybody that is obvious you just doing this so that you can make money, fuck you. And I feel that way about Chris musically. I don't know him personally. He seems like kind of a dick personally too, but I can only speak on what I know for sure, and I know that I do not like his music.
Yeah, it's already I guess projected, or people are saying like it's probably going to debut at #1.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's kind of like where it is now. You either do a bunch of songs, or you do a small amount of short songs. So there's people with albums where each track is only like 90 seconds long.
Mm-hmm.
So they're both doing it. It's just like, which end of the spectrum do you make a little bit, or do you just beat them over the head and it be just because they play the whole album, you just got 32 streams off the back?
I'm completely over it. I'm almost at the point now. Like if you have more than 100 followers on SoundCloud or Spotify, I don't want to listen to you. You already know you want that. You want that bullshit. Nah, because I know you doing it because you love it. Because ain't nobody listening. So at least I know that you at least putting your heart in it because you want you're creating because you want to. But once you get to a point where it's like you got 1 million Spotify.
So once you get 100 followers,
once you hit 100, I'm done.
That's what niggas start
doing. Good luck. You won. As far as I'm concerned, I need some fucking. We'll be back. There we go.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Corey got himself together. You all right?
Yeah, I'm getting sick. What the hell going on? It's June.
Yeah, in the summertime.
It's summertime. This is dumb.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
All that gigging, that's what it is.
Somebody got me
all them
sick.
People, all them germs that you're
eating,
dealing with. That's what that
eating
is.
behind people at these buffets and shit.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
Oh,
that'll do it. That sneeze guard ain't cutting it.
Mm-hmm.
But did you want to get that off your chest? You wanted to address the short songs or no?
Huh? No. No, I don't.
You were done. You got that out. All right, cool. Mm-hmm. Just making sure. I want you to be
I don't want to offend nobody. Mm-mm.
Yeah, because we've never done that before.
All right, nigga. Moving on.
All right. So, in other music news, Cardi released her video for the Press song. The press. Cardi don't need no press.
Mm-hmm.
The video, we just watched it. Well, I had seen it already, but we literally just watched it before we came on. How you feel about the video?
So I just watched it.
Yeah,
10 minutes
before
ago.
we hit live.
I don't know how to feel about it.
She's been arrested. She's
It's just a lot
strangling
of shit
people,
going on.
killing people.
Yeah, it's not. I don't know.
Naked choreography.
Yeah, it's just, I think we in this shock value era.
Yeah,
where
we talked about that.
Yeah,
not on the show, but
yeah, people just do shit that make people go, oh shit, what is that?
Oh.
Wow, and her titties out, and there's blood everywhere, and everyone's dead, and it's like I guess I've become so desensitized to shit. Now it's just kind of like, well, clearly you do this, we can go, wow, but it's like I didn't feel that
shock
way.
value.
Yeah, and maybe because I don't know, I'm just bored and jaded at this point.
I feel like most people are.
Yeah, it's like I don't care. I don't give a damn. Like what did the music? What's the music? You know what I'm saying? It's like the song itself is all right.
Yeah.
But I don't like Cardi B as a rapper. It's like I don't know. I like her as a person. She's fun. But as a rapper, it's like I don't care. Everybody can do what she can do to a point. Rapping wise.
Well, didn't she just get like songwriter of the year or some shit?
I ain't heard that.
What is it? She got it. Was it ASCAP? ASCAP gave her writer of the year or some shit. She definitely won writer of the year for something.
That goes back to my original point. I'm over the industry. I really am. And maybe, mind you, I think about this all the time. Maybe I'm just old now. And my idea of what's good and what's real and what's music is completely different from other people. Cardi's my age.
That's what I'm saying.
She's like a year older than me. That's what I'm saying. Maybe I'm just mentally old. Like you have to understand, I'm around old church people all the time now. Yeah. So it's like maybe if they're
heathens up there.
It's not that. It's just music. It's about music to me. But it's like it's not really about that. It's about stature and status. and who's worked with who, as opposed to what did y'all do when y'all work together. Like, I'm more about what things are than what they look like. But we're more so about what things look like, because we feel like because we saw it, then it's real, as opposed because it's tangible. You can touch it, as opposed to, I guess, music is like a subjective type of thing. So something that sounds great to me could sound like shit to you. So I get it, but subjectively, music sounds like shit to me. And I guess the best things about artists are their teams. It's their promotional teams.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's their producers. It's their ghosts and songwriters. It's their video directors. It's not them.
That's what all the talent and the artistic integrity is.
Like, the real artists are the ones that aren't even the artists.
Stage designers and all that.
Yeah. What the hell is going on? Tighten up.
What in the world?
But anyway, yeah. So I feel like that's my gripe too. It's just like we call people artists, but no, you're a vessel. You're a vessel that people can pour their artistry into because you have a fan base, because you went on television being an ass and became popular. Like I'm sick of the industry right now. I don't want no parts of it. Like when people come to me and they're like, hey, I got such and such so and so contact. They looking for, artists. They want to know. No. And now people looking at me like I'm stupid. Like, no.
No, I'm all right.
I'm good. I just want to gig and make the music I want to make. I'm done with this whole industry bullshit because it sucks. The music sucks. And I knew it sucked when it got to a point like, yeah, man, the music's great, man. Like, I love the music, but you don't have enough Spotify. It's like, what the fuck? Like, I thought this was the point, but no. So fuck y'all. I'm gonna make this is turning into me fussing, but.
Those are the best shows.
So, no, I okay. With all that being said, the Cardi B video was fine, but shout out to her director. Shout out to her makeup artist. Shout out to her plastic surgeon. Shout out to all those people.
Her plastic surgeon.
Not her. It's like, all right.
Hey man, it be like that sometimes. There was some other music that came out. DJ Mustard put out a song called an album called Perfect 10, but I did not get a chance to hear that one. But I did hear some people say it was good, but I can't say. And in Rappity Rap news, Freddie Gibbs put out an album called Bandana.
Rappity Rap news.
Called Bandana.
That's not news. That's the no one gives a shit about Rappity Rap niggas.
And he had, of course, people like Black Thought and Most Def, and who else on there? He had Pusha T on there, Killer Mike, people of that ilk. So if you like that kind of rap, there you are. Go listen to Freddie Gibbs.
That's not news.
He put out an album.
I don't give a damn. Like, I don't care.
I said specifically for the Rappity Rap niggas.
That's not news. I know I did.
They can't have news.
Not here. I don't give a damn. Too late, nigga. Too late.
Too late. What you mean too late?
Cause nigga, them Rappity Rap niggas should have popped in 03. Nigga, we 20 years in. You still doing the same things. And mind you, they was fussing about how music won't shit then.
Yeah,
so it's true. Like, you can only imagine how they feel now.
That's very true.
Fuck out of here.
That is very true.
We gotta load this other song too. We didn't do that. But yeah, go ahead, do the other topic while we are, man, we ain't been doing these shows, so we rusty as hell.
Niggas don't even know how to press the buttons. It's all right.
Man, niggas snotting on camera. This is bad. It's real we'll bad.
Wait, will you be back by Sunday? When you coming back?
Oh, we come back Friday.
Okay, so we'll be back next week and we'll be more in tune.
Yep.
Let's see. The Democratic debates.
Should we take a break?
Do you want to take a break? Because we got that and then the state of hate. So we got political shit.
We'll be back. Goddamn. That's a little too much to try to do now. So go ahead.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, in Outsider's Perspective with the Mystro and Corey L. So now we got to get into these political topics. First, the Democratic debate. Well, the second one, because we did not acknowledge or participate in the first one at all.
Nah.
But that one was crazy too. They was speaking Spanish and doing all types of random weird stuff to pander to whatever demographic they were trying to talk to.
Yeah, Warren's the only one I kind of care about. So I was like, well, she'll be fine.
Yeah, she should be fine from that group.
Yeah.
But the second one had all like the top tier people in it: Biden, Kamala, Buttigieg, all the people that everybody seems to be, Bernie, everybody people seem to care about. Mm-hmm. And they also had our boy Yang.
Yes, he did.
He made it to the big stage.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess overall thoughts, impressions. Did you learn anything new about anybody you didn't know? Was it informative? How did it go to you?
It wasn't very informative, but Harris did win the night.
Yes, absolutely.
She definitely won.
That is the general consensus that she came out on top.
Bernie was Bernie. And a lot of stuff that we have been hearing for years, he just was reiterating. I think it's interesting that we're in a place where everybody's pushing for Medicare for all now, and raise the minimum wage, and I guess if not free education, cutting the cost of it,
and clearing out.
These are things that Bernie was talking about in the first time in 2016,
and they thought he was crazy,
right? But now that's like
the standard
platform for everyone now. So shout out to Bernie for that. Biden, it's weird because, mind you, Biden was vice president for 8 years, and I did not give a shit about Biden the whole time. It was just about Barack, because I felt like it was almost like Biden wasn't really doing anything.
Well, the vice president don't really.
Yes, I never
what
really.
What vice president do you remember like that?
Right. But I say this because I never really cared to look into him. Like, I didn't. He just came out of nowhere. We wanted Barack. He was like, oh, yeah, and by the way, Biden's vice. It's like, all right, whatever. Obama, But now that we kind of looking at, his past and his views on a lot of like racial stuff, like on busing.
Yeah, it's very racist stuff that's being.
A lot of things are starting to come up.
Well, at first, it was like the sexual assault. He was touching and hugging on people all extra close.
Their parent their parent war on crime and war on drugs. He was big on that. He seems pretty conservative to me. So I don't get it. I don't understand it.
Well, I think that was their whole point of like he is a more what they call centrist Democrat.
So what, he doesn't believe in anything? Because mind you, I don't even know what is the policy? What are your policies? I didn't know much. I mean, I didn't hear much. He might have said one thing or two, but I don't remember what it was.
I think the biggest thing was basically like with the healthcare, he was like, we should build on Obamacare, like build on what we already have instead of trying to like swipe it clean and start over. Mm-hmm. So just keep making improvements in Obamacare until we get to healthcare for all. It was the only real policy that I heard, and that's just because we already know what Obamacare is.
So basically, what I'm getting, he just wants to continue what they have been trying to do the first time.
Right. His whole thing is like, we already started it. Trump fucked it up, so let's get back to where we were and keep going from there.
Mm-hmm. So I get why people back Biden for that, because they basically like, well, it's just a continuation of what was already
what we saw work.
Just like 16 years of Barack. So okay, whatever. Who else was there? Buttigieg. The thing about Buttigieg, he knows how to say things. He knows how to talk, but when it comes to actually like, what are you going to do? Like, what is like? That's my biggest thing. What the hell are you going to do? And Warren always said she lays it out.
Oh, she has plans. All her plans are detailed.
Right.
She has a script for all her shit.
Sanders lays it out. Yang lays it the hell out.
Yes, if you let him talk, he will tell you.
But it seems like all the front runners outside of Sanders are more so about values and shit like that.
We gotta get America back to what.
Yeah, we gotta get the soul back to. What does that mean? Like I don't know what that means. It seems like the soul of America is pretty fucked up to me.
Racist as hell.
So I don't. I just don't know. And then my main two are Sanders and Yang. Mm-hmm. So Sanders, like I said, is Sanders. So cool. But then Yang, I was like, oh, he's on the stage with the heavy hitters.
Big boys.
But he had like less than 3 minutes.
Yeah, 2 minutes and 43 seconds.
And that's only because they gave him 45 seconds twice to say, where like he had to say something. And then like apparently it's like coming out his mic was off.
There is video evidence of him going,
yeah,
and nothing happening.
Right. So even though I'm not entirely sure how strong he is on like foreign policy and racial thing, he just kind of puts the Band-Aid. $1,000 a month will fix all of this, and it's like I don't know about that, but I do like a lot of his policies in this whole AI situation where he feels like a lot of American jobs are going to be
automated away.
So it's like in order to combat that, let's give everybody $1,000 funded by a value added tax because niggas like Amazon don't pay taxes. Exactly. It's the craziest thing to me. They make billions, almost $1 trillion. And
this isn't like he said too, this isn't the first time they didn't pay anything in taxes. Like that happens a lot.
That doesn't make any sense. But they profit off of our data. So it's like, so we do hold a piece in this. I mean, I literally own stock in it, but still, it's just like we own a piece because they taking our info and profiting off it. So how is it wrong for us to see some sort of benefit from it?
It's not. So it makes the most sense. Like the thing that's taking the jobs away. We're taxing that to give people compensation for the difference in where income is coming from.
But ain't nobody listening. Not even CNN, NBC. Then they don't care. They don't even. It's like Yang wasn't even there.
And then they mentioned Yang like not being there on CNN, and then like laughed at him and kept going. And so I was just,
I don't understand. It's like you can see it. Like they push who they want to push.
That's how we lost last time,
right? But these are the main Hillary. Four is Sanders. Well, Biden's number one. Then it's Sanders. Then it's Harris. And I think Buttigieg. Those are the main four that they pushing because Buttigieg came out of fucking.
Where's Warren? Is she not above him?
She's getting there, but that's just because the people are speaking. Yeah. But for a while, they was just kind of like, we'll see what we'll see, you know. But she went on. She didn't go on Fox, right? Somebody went on. Bernie went. Buttigieg went.
Yang did too.
Yeah. Yang goes to Fox all the time. Yang was probably one of the first ones that was, because mind you, a lot of conservatives like Yang.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Which also bothers MSNBC and CNN.
That's why they probably cut his mic off.
Because a lot of right-wing conservatives like a lot of his policies.
And he's one of the people that, the clip from Fox I saw, like, as he was explaining that $1,000 dividend or whatever, like they kept trying to like press him and be like, so that's socialism, but he like talked through it like, no, that's not what this is. Like he had points, no matter how hard they kept pushing it, he was like, no, like he had a rebuttal, and then eventually they just kind of gave up and was just like, all right,
well, thanks for coming, Yang.
Yeah. He was like, so socialism? He was like, well, no, if you do this and then you do the math and you take percentage from here and move it over here. He was like, so socialism? No, because then eventually he was just like, well,
we'll take a break.
There you have it.
So, anyway, I feel like, mind you, I am realistic to know that Yang will not win the presidency, but
I think it's still early.
Yeah, it is, but I feel like it'll affect it the same way Bernie did. How Bernie didn't win last time, but a lot of what he proposed, a lot of what he fought for the last time will be what is here now. So a lot of what Yang is fighting for now, whether it's the freedom dividend or whatever his other stuff is, would probably translate better later. That's what I'm feeling.
But even with like we laugh at his under 3 minutes, but even with that, like people heard that give you $1,000 a month and start Googling him. His numbers went up. He gained mad followers on Instagram, Twitter. He got enough donations to make it to the next debate. Like he got enough, because you have to have unique donors. So like just a certain number of people. I think you need 130,000. He got that, and he's getting way closer to his actual number goal that he wants to have. So people saw it, and even for the 3 minutes, it spiked.
Also, I'm seeing like online polls. Like I don't know how biased the internet is for Yang. I'm not entirely sure, but there was like a couple online polls that said that he won the debate. He didn't say shit. He didn't say nothing.
How?
I think it was based off of the 45 seconds that he did have, what he did lay out, because he's pretty articulate. He knows how to lay out.
He closed well. His ending was like not left, not right, but forward. I was like, that's a bar. All right.
Yeah. So I mean, people who actually listen to him respect it.
Right.
But if you ain't listening, you don't even know. So we'll see how this next debate.
The next one's on CNN, so hopefully it's a little bit more.
Because I'm shocked
even.
He made it to this. Well, not really because of the qualifications it takes to get there. So
they just get harder each time.
Yeah, but we'll see how this one go. We'll see.
He made it. How did you feel about when Buttigieg, when they asked him about how the place that you govern is like 30% black, but your police force is like 3% black. How come in the 2 years that you've been governing, that hasn't changed? And he's just like, because I couldn't do it. I didn't get it done.
All right. He failed, and he owned up to it. I mean, I don't see a issue with that. I mean, I prefer that answer as opposed to him trying to duck it or trying to lie about it. So I respect it on that end. The fact that there's 30% black people and 3%, you said, black people on the police force.
It's less than 9. I know it's like really small.
Maybe I need to be educated on what does that mean? Like, what does that do? So,
but I guess they want the police
because there's 30% people, we should have 30% black?
Well, I guess higher than 3.
So, okay, so what I would need to know is, are there black people trying to be police officers in this city? And they're just not letting them be police officers?
Well, I think it was that. And, well, maybe, I don't know. But I think it was that in combination with there was like a police shooting thing with the body cam and all that.
Yeah.
So they were like, that plus that, you should be trying to do something about that, basically.
It seems like he is, but like, well, okay, you are mayor, and this happens, and you are white. What? I know this is a loaded question, but what would you do?
I don't know.
Exactly. Like, what? So so being that a black person was shot by a white cop, now we have to bring more black people in. Are these black people qualified? Like, are they going to be good police officers? Are they not going to be biased? Okay, well, since you black, I'll let you go. It's like I don't want that either. So it's like I don't necessarily know what they want him to do.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Yeah, I just feel like we on like Buttigieg. I know that we talk about Buttigieg. I like Buttigieg. I do. I don't know what his policies are for real. I don't know what the hell he's trying to do.
That's my biggest thing with him.
But
like, he seems like a cool person.
He seems like an honest person. Yeah. And like, when people try to phone it in to fake like they are honest. Yeah. I believe a lot of what he says in terms of like his values and all that kind of thing. I do feel like he's a politician, but I think he's one of the better honest ones. Yeah. Honestly, like I like to hear him talk.
I definitely think, like you said, from the value standpoint, I still need to hear your policies, though.
Yeah, I don't want him to be my president. Yeah. I don't want that. But I do enjoy hearing him speak. Mm-hmm. So I don't see why we so mad at him on other aspects. But with the whole, whenever a black person gets shot and the cop is white, we immediately going to be mad.
Yeah.
So that's just where we are right now. So, fine. He's just going to have to deal with it.
That's fair.
Yep. All right. So what else?
Anything else on the debates? Or what you expect, or what you need to see from the next one, or just you just want to wait and see?
I guess I just need to. I mean, I was about to say I need to go to these people's websites, but I went to Biden's website. Ain't no damn policy there.
Really?
I don't see no policy. There's no policies. It's just give me money. That's what I'm seeing right now, and I'm seeing
because there's some kind of deadline happening right now.
But I'm also saying, okay, we will figure out a way to get this done. Or we will reach across the aisle. And it's like, I done heard that before, nigga. That don't work. So we need to find something else. So hopefully this next debate, I'll feel like I learned something. Because this last one, I just didn't. I didn't feel like I learned anything. It was just that white lady fussing. and
then the other dude at the end, like, 2-word answer, go.
Right. That nigga sucks. But then Harris basically just taking most of the, speaking time. They let her talk. Like, because they understand that black women are the base of the Democratic Party.
And she said that. They was talking about race. She was like, as the only black person on stage.
They was like, oh.
It was like,
you got it.
That's fair.
We'll give you 15 minutes. that I didn't think that was fair, but whatever. She won the night because they allowed her to win the night. So I feel like
because Biden didn't have like valid. His responses weren't good.
Biden needs to get the hell out of here. Like, it's
because she won by going at him like, so are you going to address this and say you wrong? And he was like, well, that's not what I said. So he went into like defense mode. If he had, because everybody said like, you should be prepared. They're going to ask you about this because this came up.
He could have did what Buttigieg did.
Like, I messed up.
Yeah,
like, but
I was wrong. I've learned. I'm 85 years old. I had a different mindset.
Old white man.
I didn't know black people back then, so it's just like it's at least not like I know them now.
Yeah,
he could have just been like not say that verbatim because that would have fucked him up. But still, just be honest because people can sense when you just trying to be political and don't want to, I guess, admit when you wrong.
And that's what it seemed like.
Yeah.
So if he had responded like that instead, I feel like it would have been more even between them. But she won by coming at his neck basically, and he.
Biden just seems like an asshole to me. I don't know what it is. It's just something about Biden that seems like an asshole. Like everything, he's always tough on shit, and he's the tough guy. And we got to get these criminals off our streets.
That's the whole. About to say the war on drugs. That's what that is.
I don't trust it.
Being tough.
I don't trust it.
Well, in that realm, I guess, we just watched, before we went on air, a CNN, I guess, special documentary, whatever you want to call it, called The State of Hate, colon, the explosion of white supremacy, I believe it was called, which we wasn't planning on talking about. It just came on, so we watched it. Thoughts, feelings, emotions, what they cover, how did you feel about it?
I mean, it's talking about a lot of stuff we already knew. That when Barack became president, it scared a lot of white people. And it became a thing, okay, we're being replaced. And then a lot of, I guess stats started coming out that they were becoming the minority. There were more immigrants in this country than white.
More non-whites.
Yeah, more non-whites. So that scared them to death. So then with Trump coming and his rhetoric and all sorts like that, it then emboldened them to come out of the woods and start doing shit about it and literally killing people. And mind you, this is a very small part of the country, true, but it's big enough to the point that people are actually, like, hundreds of people have died.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like
it's
we
big
had a
enough
point
to
now
have an impact.
that we have way more terrorist attack domestically from white people that live here than from other countries. So white people are scared. They're afraid that their place as the dominant race and the supreme race is on its way up out of here. So now they're trying to, militarize and get their shit together and kill people off. But I don't see how that's gonna work because nigga, we got guns too. So we'll see what happens. But
niggas, we got guns too.
We'll see what happens. Like I'm not a very violent person, but it's either die or fight. Fight. If it gets to that point, it's like, well, nigga, like either die or fight. Or I mean, if I'm a die, I might as well fight.
Die fighting.
Yeah. So
I'm not gonna just let you kill me.
Right. So I say all that to say there's a segment of this country that's trying to spark a race war. Because it seems like that's pretty much what it seems. They've been doing this for thousands of years. There comes a point where we can't keep having a conversation. We can't keep debating and agreeing to disagree. Or not
this is okay.
And nothing gets done. It gets to a point where it's like, look, what are we going to do? Because we're obviously not agreeing.
Right.
So now
somebody got to lose.
Somebody has to lose. Someone has to die.
That's war.
That's war. So that's, I mean,
civil war already.
I don't condone it in most instances, but when you're dealing with shit like this, where it's like, okay, we have a group of people that feel like their livelihood is being threatened, so therefore they're threatening your livelihood, you have to fight. So I don't know if it's actually going to happen, if we'll be able to suppress it or what. I don't know. But if there is going to be one, it's probably going to be soon, and we're all going to have to be involved.
If Trump wins again,
right?
If Trump wins the election again and makes it through his whole term, we are jump starting that. That is happening way faster.
If he loses, that's what I'm saying. It's something inevitably is going to happen. I don't know if it's a race war. I don't know if it's going to be that deep, but something is going to happen. Where it's just like, look, we have to, I guess, choose what we are. Are we a white Christian nation? or are we a secular, multicultural?
They were supposed to be the melting pot. That's what we're supposed to be.
Well, we say that
to be now.
We say that when we trying to build shit, when we trying to put railroads together, when we that kind of thing. Then okay, bring them. But after a while, then when everything's built, now we need to get you out of
all the work is done.
Right. So this country has been built on foreigners, on other people than white people. We all know this. Cool. But now there's more of us than there is of them. They are threatened, and they want to fight. If they want to fight, what's up, nigga? We got guns too.
And
that's how we ended it. Thank you all. I know we haven't been here in months. I know, like we weren't here a month. We had a show and then we sat out another month. Life is hard,
it's
nigga.
Hard. We was doing a show with the dog with them and all that.
A lot of things have been going on.
Yeah, but we'll be back.
We'll be back. So thank you all. And good night.
Don't you agree? Don't you agree? Thank you all for coming to attend. Stacey P on the beat. Now let the story begin.